Welcome to the Lad Podcast. I am your host Liam. Here with my co-host Darren.
Hey, what is up?
This is our first podcast. We plan to do many more.
Yeah, many more. Hopefully, we'll see.
Yep. And this type of podcast we're doing is just talk about random stuff. And it should be funny because
if you like it, listen to more, please.
And let your friends know and everything. Because why the hell not?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
All right. Should I get the music going or just cut it off?
Oh, I think you just cut it off for now.
All right.
So, Liam, what'd you call that person that you were talking
about? What rating do you want to have this podcast?
Oh man, I don't care.
R-rated. Okay, I couldn't remember the name of Helen Keller, so I said that. I'm pretty sure that one. I don't know what I said. It was offensive.
You said no. You were like that disabled lady. That's what you said second. But first, no. But first. we were talking. So I was basically explaining how I think that Helen Keller was a fraud, right? So I was basically like, well, think about how many people aren't, like, how many people who are very functioning who are blind and deaf. Like, you don't know anyone. No one comes ahead besides Helen Keller, right? Yeah. And so then Liam goes, so she was just a walking piece of meat.
Oh yeah, I did say that. And I said her handler was not gonna control everything. Because if you see like old videos, it's fucking Helen Keller's like has her hand in the handler's
just
hand,
moving her hand
all over the place like she's communicating, and then the handler will spew out some like political shit.
Well, like it's just like the one translator person has her hand there, and Helen Keller just puts her hand there, and she's going with like the fingers and everything, just all over the place.
Yeah, all Helen Keller's so-called beliefs were actually the handlers. Like she was in control of everything.
So like, no, like one thing that I was reading, was basically just like, so for like every like letter she would like write out in the person's hand, right? It wasn't just like a word had like shorthand. They had letters that she'd write out to spell a word. But if you look at like the speeches that she was doing, basically she was just moving her hand, but the person was speaking faster than like Helen Keller could actually write in the hand. According to like this, I'm not like 100% sure. I was just like reading into some stuff.
See, but like who knows if she's actually writing? She could have just been like I'm tickling like, your hand. How the thing is, was she deaf and blind from birth, or right?
Yeah, I think so.
So then how does she know what fucking language is or what words are?
All she knows is like food. All she knows is that the people around her can feed her, and then she can sleep. Like that's such a sad life to live if you think about it.
But like, piece of living meat. Like at that point, why keep her around? Like back in the day, they'd put her down, put out of her misery. Back in the medieval days.
Oh yeah, well
yeah, they just like you're useless. Chop your head off.
They did that to gays too. So
yeah, well, yeah. As
that's another story for another
day. I was gonna play a soundboard thing, but I didn't have it ready.
Oh, that's fine. No worries.
Anyway, so actually, the first thing I heard about the Helen Keller thing was like from a different podcast. Actually, so
really?
Yeah, it was. I think it was the
what podcast was it?
I think it was the PKA.
Was it the PKA? That's so funny because I swear I saw that same clip like literally last summer, but I already like knew about it. So like I already knew like all the information. I was like, oh wow, this is really interesting. Let's get like a little bit more. Dude, that podcast is actually pretty interesting. Like the FPS Russia guy. His like jail stories are great too. He's such a storyteller. It's so great.
And he does like good accents and shit to go along with.
Oh yeah, it makes it so much better. So much more entertaining.
Yeah, the one thing I think's funny even I did it earlier. The amount of people that confuse Anne Frank and Helen Keller.
Oh yeah, you called her Anne Frank on accident. You're like, Anne Frank was a fraud. And I'm like, Liam.
Like, I forget who was telling.
Anne Frank was a fraud.
Yeah, I literally was like, Anne Frank is a fraud. And I was like, wait, that's not the right name.
Yell it in the streets. Let everybody know. No, Liam. You're just like, you're like, what are the, okay, so imagine you're driving through like downtown Grand Rapids or something, right? And you see this guy who's like trying to like, cause awareness for stuff, like that. He's holding up a sign that just says, Anne Frank is a fraud. Wake up, people. Anne Frank is a fraud.
She didn't really hide in that attic all them years.
No, she's a fake. It's a story. It's a myth. Anne Frank was a fraud.
So it's like
she never was a Jew. Come on,
she's just as much of a legend as Bigfoot.
Anne Frank is on the same level as Bigfoot. You have people out in the woods calling for her.
Okay. Oh, also, I don't think we established this. Darren is the picture on the left. I'm on the right.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we established that.
Yep. We got
Anyways. Should we go into our first segment of the day?
Yeah, let's start the first segment. Liam, what do you have for us? Like it. Saxophone.
Right, mommy, mate. Right here. It's a 1%. That's somewhere between.
So, Liam, today I actually have a meat in mind that we could talk about. I would like you to rate bologna. What do you think about bologna?
Well, it's a decent meat you put on sandwiches. You definitely have to have other toppings because, in my opinion, bologna is kind of like a bland meat. It's just like pretty sure. It's like
I get
it's
that.
Literally it's like a hot dog but pancake version.
Exactly.
You gotta
That's
have
what I was trying to say.
Like ketchup or some sort like a mayo or some shit. Otherwise, all you're gonna taste is like I don't know, like texture.
Hot dog. Cold hot dog.
Just cold texture. Hot dog.
That's what you taste texture.
If I had to rate it from a 1 to a 10, I had to do like a 6 or something. It's not. It's decent, but it's not like good. Like,
you're giving it. I would say you're giving it a better than a 50% on the meat-o-meter, the meat-o-meter. Honestly, where I would rate bologna is, I think, you know what? I'm gonna say it. Liam. I think bologna is a bunch of bologna. I think it's garbage. I don't like it.
You don't like it at all.
It's like, no, it's just like.
Well, let me ask you this: do you like hot dogs?
I do like hot dogs, but it's also like when I'm camping and like cooking them over the fire or grilling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of just like filler food. You eat it with a bun and you eat it with like ketchup and mustard on it. Now bologna's fine, like mixed with other things, right?
When I eat bologna, I always like put like a bunch of sauce or mix it with something else, so I taste that more than actual bologna. Actually, second that.
Exactly.
I think my rating is gonna go down to a little bit more like a 4 or 5 because now that I think about it, bologna doesn't really taste like anything. It's just
you just kind of eat it as like filler. It's kind of like bread, like you put hot dogs in a bun because it gives you extra carbs, But honestly, I think it's not. I don't think it's that good. I would honestly put it at a solid 4, just a solid 4,
like a
low 4, a low 4. And the reason is because bologna. I used to always think of bologna kind of like salami, but that was like when I was a kid, obviously.
Yeah,
salami's like pepper.
I do salami
and pepperoni. Like they have flavors and they have like a little bit of spice with other things mixed in. Adds for an extra oomph. Like honestly, I've eaten salami just like straight up out of like a package.
Yeah, same here.
It's been fine. It's been good, and pepperoni the same way too. But no one just grabs a pack of bologna and just starts eating it. It's like picking. It's like opening a hot dog and you start eating it.
I've eaten hot dog before, but I've never
You never enjoyed it.
It's just like hot dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it at a solid 4. So I think for that, I think for the combination of us, we're putting
overall rating of 4.
Yeah, probably put on a 4.
No, we ended that perfectly with the music somehow.
Hey, well,
it's like we're pro at this or something.
I wouldn't
that
say
was the first Rate My Meat ever.
Yo, first one ever. There's a bunch of baloney. I said it. I said the controversial thing, Liam. I think baloney's baloney.
Have you seen that picture? I think I sent it to you a while ago. The thing is, like, you know, like that meme, like I sit at the table and has a big old signs like something changed my mind.
Oh, or Steven Crowder, the Steven Crowder memes.
Yeah, but like there was one where it was bologna's just a hot dog pancake changed my mind.
It's so true. It's so true. It's
it
so
really
true.
Is though.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find something.
Yeah, you trying to find that meme or something, or
No, I'm trying to find something.
All right, well, random sound effect. What are you playing?
This is some. Hold on, can I share it?
Yeah, you can share your screen. Sure.
Hold on. No, not share my screen. Let me just.
I'll put it in the Discord.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drop the link.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, so this I was watching a YouTube video on it, right? And this is like straight up. I'm gonna go back to the beginning of it. You let me know when you're ready. This is like the background of this movie is this like is there's like these goblins that eat people. Ready. These goblins like eat people, right? And basically I don't know, but they're like vegetarian. They're like vegan goblins, but like so they will like feed you something that will turn you into like plant goo, and then they'll eat you. Well, I don't know. It's something. It's like some ridiculous movie. I have no idea like what's going on half the time.
Okay.
But it's just like okay, just watch. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, play.
A double-decker bologna sandwich! Don't do it!
What the hell? How old is this?
I don't know. I don't know, dude.
The way he's biting it. What the hell did I just watch?
Okay, now go back to what second? Go to second like 2.
2?
No, hold on, let me go forward.
Double decker bologna sandwich.
It's like turn like the if you can turn up the quality of it. Basically
it only goes up to 20.
Where's it? Oh, right here. Go to second 12 and 12? Look at the sandwich.
Yeah, it was fucking huge. Look at
the thing is. It's literally they just took a pack of bologna, 2 packs of bologna, and just slopped it on there between 2 pieces of bread.
I don't think he was actually eating it in that scene.
I think he just ate the bread.
No, he's like gnawing on it, and I don't think he ate any of it.
I honestly thought he was just only eating the bread. So
I'm looking at it. It doesn't look like he's eating any of it. He's just like doing the motion.
He's just doing
Like if you go like at 23 seconds
or 19.
Yeah, and he's just
he's just faking
it.
Oh man. Anyways,
he's just faking it.
It's so funny. Such a funny. It's a video. I saw it because do you know who Eddie Burback is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he made a video on it. Anyways, go watch it if you can. It's like I think it's like the worst movie ever made or whatever he reacts to or whatever. I don't know. It's really goofy though.
All right.
Super goofy. It like you'll understand the whole like context of everything. I just talking about bologna made me think about a double-decker bologna sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh, just too good. Yeah. So, how's my gamer going? How's my fellow gamer? How's my fellow gamer been?
Well, you know,
any games lately?
I've been on that DM Ultra grind, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's been a interesting journey. There's been like ups and downs. I have everything done except for the Swiss and the launchers. And the Swiss.
Oh, really? You're that close?
Yeah. And I have the
crap.
Swiss at like level 30 or something. I hated doing the Pellington because it like wasn't any faster than the Tundra and had like less damage.
But for anyone who might not know, it's just we're talking about Call of Duty Cold War.
Yeah.
And camo grinds that Liam's been doing because he's ridiculous.
Yeah, the DM Ultras you get gold for every single like at least these like so like most weapon classes like for example the ARs you have to do 5 of them gold and you get diamond.
Yeah, well basically just like
it changes for different weapon classes, but you have to get diamond for all the weapon classes and then you get DM Ultra, which is the final unlock.
Yeah. You gotta get gold for every weapon that's been put in the game from the start.
Yeah, pretty much. You do. You don't have to do literally everything. You just have to do most of everything.
Yeah, most.
Because there are some extra guns that you don't need to do. But anyways, the Swiss ADS is a lot faster, but it is a hit marker machine, man. Like it's making me want it. There's many times where I said, "Screw DM Ultra, I'm gonna install this game," but then I don't actually do it.
Because you're so close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I'm just glad that you were able to get Warzone again, man.
Finally got that external hard drive you were begging me to get forever.
Yeah, I even offered to buy you one.
I'm gonna be honest, Sam. The reason why I put it off for a while was because I just didn't want to get Warzone again. Because I wasn't feeling like in the mood to play Warzone.
Yeah, but because if you played with me and Avery, you'd enjoy it.
Sure. That's what you keep telling yourself.
Because me and Avery always have to me and Avery like Rebirth game mode. Well, because I'd be down to play Verdansk, but Avery doesn't really like Verdansk. He likes Rebirth gameplay because it's generally an easier game mode and you can get wins more often.
Smaller, faster paced.
Yep. And like Avery doesn't like the downtime in between gunfights and Verdansk. He wants to just keep going and going. Yeah. Which I get. But anyways, like I think because we normally play like duo, like there's a duos game mode, but that game mode duos just in general in any BR is like the sweatiest game mode. Because solos is like people kind of like camp hide, don't really do a whole lot. Duos is like super sweaty. Trios is like the most laid back, like the most casual players play trios. Yeah, and then the quads is just like a mixture. But like in Rebirth, most of the time when we do quads, because duos is just ridiculously sweaty. We do quads and we have to deal with either we do no fill and it's like a 2v4 each team, or sometimes we get split up when we have to 1v4, which I can do, but like I have to be really locked in, like focused to do that. A lot of times we do fills, and the fills we get are just, it's rare for them to like know what they're doing. It's like they're like, we've really had a teammate that's like good, you know? Yeah. So I feel like just having you play with us, it would be a lot more fun because we have one more reliable teammate.
Except I'm garbage.
You played enough Cold War that
I'm good. I'm just joking.
Even if you're not that good at the game, it'd still be fun because we haven't played Warzone together in a long time.
Yeah, it's a game that I have to play minimally. If I just grind it out, I get burnt out on it real quick. But like a lot quicker than other games. Just because it's just the gameplay that it has, the gameplay loop it has. You drop in, you get a little bit of kills sometimes, depending on like how good the match is. You die, you maybe get really close to winning, you die off, it gets frustrating. You want to jump in another one. Then basically you end the night by like, all right, one more game, and then you die like immediately. You just go to bed feeling defeated and lost. You're like, oh man, I suck at this game.
I mean,
That's just how it has sometimes.
We usually try to end on like a good game, but it doesn't always work that way.
Get a good game first game.
A lot of times, our first game will be like our best game, and then skill-based matchmaking will kick in.
Yeah. Well, that's just COD.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh, with that, like that external hard drive I got, I basically was able to re-download all the games that I had in my library. I just uninstalled them because I wanted to make room for other games and everything. So, I got like Battlefield 5 downloaded. I've never actually played Battlefield 5. I've played quite a few other Battlefield games, but never tried 5. I played a little bit of it today. It was all right. It's pretty fun. It's just like it's a different change of pace for a shooter, Just different style, more big vehicular and ground war and stuff like that. It's just fun. There's some other games. I got quite a few single player games that I have been playing through. I'm on my second playthrough of Red Dead Redemption 2. My first playthrough I played on my PS4 back a couple years ago, and then I'm playing this again because I'm trying to like go like as good as possible, like make every good choice and like be like just good throughout like the free roaming, and then maybe my next playthrough, if I ever play through it again, I'm gonna try to just like go all bad, like just do everything terrible, like constantly rob people and stuff like that. But so I have that. Then I have like the first Red Dead Redemption, plus I have like the expansion of it, where it's like the Undead Nightmare version, which is basically just a bunch of zombies in the West or whatever. It's like a whole campaign of that I've played through before. It's pretty fun. I just haven't played through it in a long time because I was back on my PlayStation 3. And then I got like the BioShock. I got a lot of single player games that I got to go through in my library. I just haven't touched yet. But yeah, that should keep me busy for a long time.
Yeah.
Gaming, outside of like Warzone and COD and Halo. But dude, speaking of Halo, I'm super hyped for the new one. I know.
Yeah, I'm glad that they're gonna do button remapping.
Mm-hmm. And just like
weird going from COD
a lot
to
of things
Halo.
they're doing, it seems really cool. Yeah. See, this for me though is that like that was like the shooter game that I grew up on, and then I didn't start playing COD until Black Ops. Well, actually, Modern Warfare 2 I played a little bit of, but like it wasn't much. Black Ops was the first game that I really played quite a bit.
I think my
and then
first
Modern Warfare 3.
I think my
the one I played online.
And my first COD thing was watching my dad play the campaign of the first Modern Warfare for like PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
Like I would watch him play, and eventually he let me and my brother play, and then and we ended up just kind of like I wish I would have stuck with COD more, because there was a time period where like I think it was after like it was like one of the CODs that was like Advanced Warfare, or the one with like
more there's like Infinite Warfare and stuff like that too.
I think it was Infinite Warfare, and then I stopped playing after that, which was kind of good because I heard that the Black Ops 4 was not
Black Ops 4 was garbage. Black Ops 3 I personally think was kind of hot garbage. There's a lot of Black Ops 3 fans.
I did play a little bit of Black Ops 3.
I mean, it's like it's all right. Like the gameplay is kind of all right, but it's really bland. It's kind of like Cold War to me. It's not like a staple in like Call of Duty. It just feels like a game they pumped out to just be content until the next year.
Yeah, I think they should have waited to release Cold War and make that thing.
It's all right though. We're already going to get another one soon anyways. Plus there's a lot of new games coming out this year.
Yeah.
And next year too. I'm super hyped. And the new Battlefield looks pretty great. Halo looks amazing. Halo's going to be like a game they're going to just keep updating and like possibly adding like new campaigns as well to it so that game is supposed to like just keep going on and on. I've read a lot into it, like the Halo website. They have like the Halo like waypoint where you can sign up, and then like they have like something called Inside Infinite where it's like blogs and stuff the team developing it kind of just talks about like the game and everything, how it's running. So it seems pretty promising. Obviously, I could be disappointed, but it's looking promising so far. So that's pretty sweet.
So I don't know how this. I don't think we'd have to do any copyright thing because I was thinking like we could watch like I was thinking because I've seen a lot of other people do this and I think it'd be funny for us to do it or watch like unusual meme compilations and just react to them.
That or honestly we could do that eventually. I think right now we could just kind of stick to chatting and we could figure it out maybe a little bit later.
Yeah, because I think we could just doing that and just our takes on them and stuff.
Yeah, honestly, I think what we could do, I know like I know we're recording all this and everything, but like honestly, what we could do is we could just have like the podcast in general, and then outside of that, kind of just do this kind of format, but it's not a podcast episode, and it's just us reacting to that one thing.
Yeah, we could like make a lad.
It's a completely separate thing.
Lad reacts or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could definitely do something like that because I
was thinking of
because the React channels actually do pretty well. Like there's a lot of React channels with a lot of subscribers and they get a lot of reviews.
Yeah, I don't want to be like. I want to be like less of a React channel. Like obviously don't do like a full on React video. More of like a commentator of the video. Like you're watching it and you're adding stuff to it rather than just like because there's so many like random React things that like always pop up on trending and it's just someone sitting there going ha ha, ha funny next one and I see people who like will sometimes do haha funny next one and then but like in the next one they'll spend like 5-10 minutes telling a story that thing made them think of and they'll just go off telling a story or they'll like talk about how stupid they think that thing is or whatever. I don't know, you know what I mean, stuff like that. Oh, what we could do is we always just drop in like the meme, our favorite meme of the week or whatever.
Yeah, there's actually there's one that I saw. I think I shared it with you already. The one whose toes are those?
The monkey. You could play it again.
Yeah, that was. I think it's in the chat.
Drop it in the chat. Drop it in our chat.
Yeah, I'm send it into the chat here.
I'm seeing if I can find anything.
Because I'm pretty sure it's an old meme, but like I saw it the other day. It was someone reposted it on TikTok, I think. That's where I found it. Oh, actually, I have a better one. This one's great.
Yeah. All right.
Let me know when I'm sending it into. Here, we'll watch them at the same time. I have mine pulled up. First. You ready?
Yep. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh my goodness. Oh man.
It's just
it's funny. Dumb. It's random. It's pretty funny. I like that. You see what I threw in there?
Yeah. I'm ready to play it.
Did I already show you that one? Or no?
I don't think so. You can still watch it though.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Stop the countdown! Maybe we didn't collect all the votes.
What are you talking about? Sure we did.
No, maybe we didn't. Did you remember to check the closet?
There's nothing in the closet.
Maybe there's more votes in the closet. Oh, look!
Wait a minute. What's going on?
We cannot allow our own negligence to violate the will of the people.
Oh no.
Hey, I smell
it's so funny because like VeggieTales is pretty old. Like, okay, so like there's a newer version of VeggieTales apparently, and I heard it's like just garbage, just like on Netflix or whatever. Anyway, I just think it's funny that like VeggieTales made this little thing.
How long ago was that?
Oh, it has to be like 2012, maybe. At the latest. I don't know. I think so. That sounds about right. I used to watch VeggieTales a long time ago.
Yeah,
Like we had a
I
lot of
never really
VeggieTales
like
stuff.
watched it a lot, but I when it was on like the TV and like the cartoon, I don't know what
They had it
network
on
it was on.
TV. We always
I
had like ours
remember.
on like the VCR, like the DVDs
I
and
think they
stuff.
had like they played it occasionally on like some of the cartoon channels, and I would
It's kind of
watch it
funny.
when it was on there, but never really actually like watched
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you growing up a church kid, you know.
They play them in church
VeggieTales
for
was like
like
all the
like while you were like there as a little kid or something.
yeah, sometimes like it's like in like a Sunday school thing. Like if we had
Yeah,
like a class, they sometimes like would play that because I mean it has like a lesson to it. It has like a Bible lesson in it, you know.
I remember.
So
Like I
like there's
never
like a
really.
one where they
I
have
don't
like
think I ever
an
really.
adaptation. You can go.
I never really did
What were you saying?
Sunday school, but like there like
Hmm.
the church my family would go to and stuff.
Yeah.
Like we would like while my parents were both at work, we like after you know how like the church right across from our elementary school.
I'm thinking.
It's right across like the one parking lot. Mount Calvary, you know that one?
Yeah. Yes.
Well,
Yes.
anyways,
Yes. I know that one. I think is it Methodist Church or whatever. I don't know. Yeah. I know which one you're talking about now.
well, anyway,
It has like a daycare there and everything.
yeah, we would go there after elementary school for daycare, and sometimes we'd also get dropped off there in the morning too, and we'd get walked over. But anyways, sometimes we would spend a decent amount of time there as a daycare before our parents
Yeah.
came.
Uh-huh.
And you know those like little like Connect toys? They are kind of like Legos, but they're not. We would build
Yeah,
like weapons
they're
out
not
of
as
them,
good.
we would build
Build swords
weapons
and just
out of them
whack
and
each
stuff,
other.
and get in trouble because we're making weapons and fighting and like play fighting and stuff. Like I remember my brother got in trouble because he made a object that looked like a gun. He was like pointing it at people and stuff.
I remember we would used to, dude. Speaking of getting in trouble for like weapon stuff, I remember getting yelled at all the time for pretending to shoot each other like on the playground. Like the playground like aid people that would like help out on the playground and stuff. They were so grumpy all the
Yeah, a
time.
lot of them were really mean.
They're like actually looking back, they were like actually mean. Like I
Yeah,
just like as a kid I was like,
there's
oh
this
well,
one
whatever.
there's this one like heavier set lady that was really nice, but there's the one that's like the
Short. Oh no,
like
no.
that's
The
typical like
short one with like the red hair,
I
like
don't
the
know, but
fake red dyed hair because she was getting older. Do you remember her?
no.
Oh, you
I'm
probably would
thinking
recognize her. If you saw
I'm
her.
thinking of the one lady that had like the glasses and like the stereotypical like Karen haircut.
Yes.
She was really mean.
Yeah, she could help out in like the special classes and stuff too.
Yeah, she
Dude,
was like
what is with that? What is with some of the teachers that help out in those classes just being absolute like crumps?
probably because
I
they were
mean,
so
those
worn
kids,
out
those
from
kids
all
are
the like
hard.
special needs kids.
Yeah, those kids can be hard. Like especially like some of those kids coming from like backgrounds and parents of like the parents don't really know how to deal with them.
Yeah.
So they just like will turn movies on and let them sit there and be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, my mom used to help out in some of those classes. Like she did that
In
for like
high
a year.
school,
Like she like
you know where
actually
the
got
like special needs classroom is in the high school, like down
I
by like the art area and
think
the
so.
CAD room and
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
My brother's locker was down that hallway right near that. So every morning he watched
Yeah.
them come through their separate doorway, like prancing in and stuff, all screaming and yelling. And they called that hallway downtown. If you know.
Oh no. Oh no. This is so bad. That's so mean.
Oh, when I was like, or like, it wasn't like that like later on. But when
Yeah.
we were like freshmen and sophomore, I used to call that the ghetto because there was like a
Dude, I
lot
remember
of
we used to call it all the
troublemaker
time.
kids back there.
That and then there was always like I remember there was someone who got caught like doing a drug deal in that like what everyone called the secret hallway area
Yeah, like I
because like Like someone straight up just like sold weed to someone.
Yes, for some reason we were like freshmen and sophomores. Like there, for some reason, the older classmen that were all like the druggies and like troublemakers all had lockers back there. They all had lockers back there.
Yeah, we always call it the ghetto because it was like the weirdest. They're like the most run down like hallway.
And there was some shady looking people back there.
It smelled bad. The shady people. The lockers were older. I don't know why the lockers back there were older. I mean, they were bigger, so it was nicer.
Yeah, they're different.
Like, they were
lockers.
older. It's weird. No, but dude, back to like the playground aids that would help out. I was just thinking, like you saying the weapon thing just made me think about there was a time So we always had a class. I was just thinking about this actually. We always had a class together up until 5th grade where they finally decided we should not be in the same class together.
Well, it used to be like so we always 5th grade was like the one year they didn't have me and you together.
Yeah, because we were in every single class together every single year, and then Gabe was with us every other year.
Yeah.
So Gabe.
And then 5th grade it was you and Gabe together, and I was by myself.
Yeah, I know.
No, I knew how Gabe felt every other year.
Yeah, dude. Anyways, I was just thinking, like, there was times when we were on the playground, we would like pretend to like shoot at each other because we used to like play as like clone troopers or whatever. Because this was like
when Clone Wars get like a bunch of other kids in it too. We have like full on like battles and shit.
Clone Wars was like just coming out, so it was like a new thing. And so we always pretend to be like clone troopers and we always like shooting at each other and like falling like down the slides and stuff. And I remember they would always like yell at us for like pointing finger guns at each other and stuff. It's like, what the heck? We don't have a real gun. We're just.
I think they eventually like stopped yelling at us because we kept doing it anyway.
No, we didn't care. We didn't care at all, dude.
Remember when there's a lot of new equipment there now, but remember when they first put in like that new equipment and like they had that rock climbing wall and everything?
Yeah, I used to jump off that all the time.
You used to jump off the top of it and stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, like there was
like an 8-foot wall.
Yeah, and there was like that little platform leading up to it, and there's like that little pole you could slide down. And then there was another platform off to the side that had a ladder.
Yeah.
Going down. I remember people would jump from the pole to the ladder and shit, or vice versa.
Yeah.
And I remember Gabe went and jumped. He whiffed on the pole, like his hand slipped, he came flying down, and he landed. His side, he hit the ground, and his side hit like one of the supports holding up the whole thing. And I looked over at the aides to see their reaction, and they just made eye contact with me and fucking smiled. I was like, what the fuck?
I'm glad you got hurt.
I was like, what the fuck? He's literally down there like in pain, and you're just fucking making eye contact and smiling. And she watched all of this unfold. I was and I eventually climbed down there to see if he was okay, but like,
that's so
I thought it was so weird that they just didn't do anything about it.
Like, see, that's the thing is they would yell, but then they would never do anything.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
I remember I got a lot of like pink slips and shit for like stupid reasons.
So I never got in trouble in middle school or high school. I always got pink slips in elementary school. Always for some misunderstanding. Yeah. Every single time.
Every time. Misunderstanding.
First pink slip I ever got. I think I got a pink slip every single grade but kindergarten. Yeah, I for sure did.
Every single grade.
I for sure did.
I was probably about the same.
I remember this. First one was in first grade, and we're sitting on the bus. We're going to like some field trip. I don't even remember what the field trip was, but I'm sitting on the bus and I'm sitting next to someone else because we had like assigned seats. And we had both had Miss Swindell, right, or whatever her name was.
Yeah.
Anyways, she was a nice teacher. She was super nice, but like there was this one time where she didn't believe me on what I was saying. This kid sitting next to me, he goes, "Hey, you should put your middle finger up for everyone." And I didn't know what that meant. I'm like 6 or 7 years old, right? So I'm like, okay, and I just like flip off the entire bus. And the teacher's sitting right next to us, but she didn't hear the conversation, and she goes, "Derek, you can't do that." And then she held me back, like to talk to me on the bus and everything. And she didn't believe my story that like I had no idea what that meant or anything. And so I got a pink slip, and then I go home, and my parents had to explain to me like what it, like that I can't do that.
Like the teacher didn't even
Like
tell you what it meant.
No, she just said you can't do that, and I go home like confused why I'm in trouble. And my parents had to explain to me, and then Dustin just kept making fun of me for it. And then I'm trying to think of like something that happened in second grade.
I remember I got in trouble.
We
got in trouble for
third grade.
Yeah, I don't know if we're thinking about the same thing, but I remember we like skipped rocks across the sidewalk, and I threw a really big one, and it bounced into the parking lot. And Aid saw me do it.
I remember that. I totally forgot about that. That's so funny. I don't think we both got in trouble for that one because I think I stopped. I think I stopped before you did.
Yeah, because like I think you noticed she was walking up the sidewalk, and you just because it was a big ass rock I threw, and I didn't expect it. Like I just like threw it at the ground, and then all of a sudden it bounced and skidded all the way into the parking lot, like 20 feet away. And I'm like, oh shit! Like I like did not expect it to go that far. Like it didn't go near a car at all. There was like, but like. She was like, "You could have hit my car," and some shit. And then the next day after recess, we come and saying like, "Don't be throwing rocks. My car's parked out there today," and I just so badly wanted to like just like, yeah, whatever, bitch.
That's what came to your mind in second grade.
You know, Gabe exposed me to a lot of new words back in the day.
Dude, Gabe was the worst, man. I remember. Oh wait, so you weren't in my class.
I don't know how he discovered all of these new swear words.
I don't know.
His parents would swear in front of him.
His parents, I don't think they would, because his parents like were never like that. They were always yelling at him for that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. He always would just discover swear words and just use them all the time.
You know what? You know what I remember? I remember in 5th grade. Gabe takes me to the corner when we're just supposed to be doing research for our project that we're working on.
This is already
he opens up the dictionary and he's like, "Hey, look at this," and he just points to the word sex.
That sounds like Gabe.
I don't. I'm like, I don't get it because I didn't know what it was saying. Because I think it like the definition like in the dictionary that we had in the class was like when a man inserts his penis into the vagina or whatever. And I was just like, I don't know what that is. I mean, I knew what a penis was. I didn't realize that like women had like that like had like a part as well. until I was like in 6th grade. Anyways, so back to pink slip stories. I remember. Grade, I don't remember what happened in 2nd grade, but I know I got one. And then I remember distinctly in 3rd grade, we both got pink slips because do you remember I'm not going to say his name actually because I don't want. Anyways, actually, you can just bleep it out. Do you remember Eamon?
Yeah.
The like doofy.
The redhead, the bowl cut dude.
Yeah.
He was weird.
Doofy. He was just doofy. Like. I don't know why, but we were just like mean to him randomly.
Yeah, we were kind. There's also another kid named Mason that was similar.
Yeah,
remember him?
I don't know.
You don't remember
Mason? Off the top of my head, no. If I saw a picture, I would. I don't think. Oh, I do. Was he kind of bigger?
And he always would say, "My initials are MLB." I like the baseball.
I do remember him. Yeah,
I remember.
Yeah. Well, think about it.
We were on the slide with him, and then we like one of us accidentally like bumped him, and he fell down the slide and fucked up his teeth.
Oh my goodness, I remember that. That was an accident, though. I remember distinctly like not doing that on purpose.
Yeah, and then I also remember you telling me like I wasn't there for it, but you said one time. He came into class and shit was running down his leg, and he reached into his pants and showed you. I pooped myself. I remember you telling me you did that.
We gotta make sure we bleep some of this out.
Yeah, I'm gonna bleep the names and stuff.
But anyways, I remember the pink slip that we got was so I knew what the word like retarded was. I just thought it was an insult. I didn't actually know what the word meant. Back in 3rd grade, But I'm pretty sure that we both got in trouble for this. But we convinced Eamon to like say I'm retarded out loud in lunch because I just thought it was like a funny insult word because I heard it from Dustin and his friends all the time. And I didn't realize like what it meant. And the aides like told him to like why he said that, and he told us like we told him it like was meant like some that was like some like cool word or whatever. And then we had to go talk to the teacher after school, and I remember getting a pink slip, and my parents were like, "You can't do that." I think that was like one of the pink slips that they were actually. That was like the one pink slip I deserved, and that they actually like were mad at me for.
Yeah, a lot of mine were just like wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, exactly. In 4th grade, I got in trouble by Mr. Hohenschel for passing a note from Caden, from Caden to like some girl. I think it was Chloe Van Tassel. I was sitting in between him. He's like, "Hey, pass this to Chloe," and I was like, "Okay." And then Mr. Hohenschel saw me right as I'm passing. He's like, "Hey, don't be passing notes."
I wonder what it said on it.
I don't know. I didn't even look at it. I got yelled. Oh no, I didn't even get a pink slip for that. What I had the pink slip for was even stupider because I remember I got yelled at for that. I got a pink slip because I was playing on my calculator because I found out like if you type in like 8 and then 2 zeros and another 8 spells boo.
Yeah, I got in trouble for the same thing.
And I was trying to shove a bunch of people sitting next to me, and Mr. Hohenschel just saw me like playing on the calculator the entire time, and I got in trouble for that because I wasn't paying attention. Dude, most of the times me getting in trouble was just me being ADHD brain.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't on. My parents didn't like get me tested or like didn't figure out I was actually had it. Like I wasn't diagnosed with it until like the summer between 5th grade and 6th grade.
Yeah.
And so my parents like were just like, "Oh, he's just a kid being crazy," but I don't blame that on anything. I just think that the teachers didn't understand. Anyways,
I'm actually gonna stop the recording and see how long we've been going for. Depending on how long we've been going for, we'll either.
Do we want to have like a little outro? Do you want to do a little outro?
Yeah,
I think we can kind of wrap up. We talked about that a bit.
We can definitely tell some more stories on the next podcast, and we'll have some more segments
for sure.
This is kind of the first one because it's kind of like fill things out and everything. Second one will probably be more
I feel like it
organized.
Pretty good.
It wasn't too bad for the first one.
I think we edit it together pretty well.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to bleep some stuff out.
Yeah, and completely cut out that one story you told me. And we probably could just cut out the whole story like after what I said about Gabe showing me the dictionary. Pretty much the rest of that area we can always leave out.
I can always sometime we can edit it together or something. I'll choose what we want to be in it. Anyways, this has been the Lad Podcast.
It has been the Lad Podcast, the first one,
the very first episode.
Hopefully, the rest goes well and we can continue to more. Because honestly,
we probably won't have a set schedule for these. We'll probably make them and post them whenever we have time.
Yeah. Hopefully, maybe once every other week if we can, depending on the editing process.
Yeah. This is definitely a trial run, so this one is definitely not going to be the best podcast that we do make. Anyways,
thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.